Good morning children. Welcome to online class session 10. Previous session we discussed about the depositional landform of rivers, erosional and depositional landform of underground water. This session we have two parts. In the first part we are going to learn about glacier and its types, erosional and depositional landforms of glacier. Glacier. What is glacier? A glacier is a large mass of ice that moves slowly over the land from its place of accumulation. The word glacier comes from the French word glace, which means ice. It is also known as river of ice. The place of accumulation is called snowfield. The height above which there is permanent snow cover in the higher altitude or latitude is called snow line. Higher the latitude, lower the snow line from sea level. Glacier is divided into two types. They are continental glacier and valley glacier. Continental glacier. Thick sheet of ice that covers vast area of a continent is called continental glacier. These glaciers cover large areas of land. For example, Antarctica. Antarctica is an example of continental glacier. Second one, the valley glacier. The valley glacier is also called alpine glacier. The glacier which take its origin from snow-covered mountain range is known as valley glacier. For example, Canada glacier. The next one is erosional landform of glacier. Glaciers are powerful erosive agents. Some of the important erosional landforms of glacier are cirque, arites, Matterhorn, U-shaped valley, hanging valley, fjords. Most of these glacial features are predominantly seen in the countries like Switzerland, Norway, etc. The first one is cirque. A glacier erodes the steep side walls of the mountain and forms a bowl-shaped armchair-like depression is called as cirque. Second one, arete. Aretes are narrow ridges formed when two cirque walls join together back to back and forms narrow knife-like ridges. The third one is pyramidal peak. The pyramidal peaks formed when three or more cirques meet together. It is formed pyramidal peak. For example, the Matterhorns. Next one is the U-shaped valley. When the glacier moves down along the river valley, the valley further gets eroded deep and wide to form a U-shaped valley. The next one is hanging valley. These valleys are eroded by tributary glacier and that hangs over the main valley. They are most commonly associated with U-shape. For example, Yosemite Falls, located California in USA. The next one is fjord. Fjords are glacial valleys that are partly submerged in the sea. The next division is depositional landforms of glacier. The glacier eroded fragments of rocks and boulders along with dirt form glacial debris. The glacial debris get deposited in the low-lying areas and form depositional features like moraines, drumlins, eskers, kames, and outwash plains. The first one is moraine. Landforms formed by the glacial deposits of valley or continental glaciers are termed as moraines. They are various shapes and sizes like ground, terminal, and lateral moraines. The next one is drumlin. Drumlin is also called basket of egg. These are deposits of glacial moraine that resemble giant inverted teaspoons or half-cut eggs. Esker. Long, narrow ridges composed of boulders, gravel, and sand deposited by streams of melting water which run parallel to a glacier are called eskers. The last depositional landforms of glacier is outwash plain. Outwash plain consists of glacial sediment. It was deposited by melting of ice at the terminus of glacier. It appears as an extensive accumulation of sand, gravel, and silt. So these are the major depositional landforms of glacier: moraine, drumlin, esker, outwash plain. Children, continue the next part 2. Welcome to part 2. In part 2, we are going to discuss about erosional, depositional landforms of wind and waves. First one, wind. What is wind? When air blows horizontally at near the earth's surface is called wind. The erosional, transportational, and depositional action of wind is predominant in the arid region, that is in the desert region. This is also called as aeolian process. Wind action is common in the desert areas. The erosional landforms of wind. The major erosional landforms of wind are mushroom rocks, Inselberg, Jordans. First one, mushroom rock. Rocks are made up of hard and soft layers. When a rock's bottom is soft, the sand-laden winds blow against it and wear it down. By the constant wearing down action of the wind, the bottom gets eroded away to form a mushroom-like structure. This is called mushroom rock or pedestal rock. These type of rocks are found near Jodhpur in Rajasthan, that is in the Thar desert. Second one is Inselberg. Inselberg is a German term which means an island mountain. Hard rocks like igneous rocks are more resistant to wind action. Such isolated residual hills rising abruptly from their surroundings are termed as Inselberg. For example of Inselberg, Uluru in Australia. Third one, Yarden. In arid region, certain rocks have hard and soft layers arranged vertically. When wind blows over these rocks, the soft layers get eroded, leaving irregular crust. These are called as yardens. So yardens are mostly found in the desert region when the soft layer of lake rock is arranged vertically. These are the major erosional landforms of wind. Next, depositional landforms of wind. Some of the depositional landforms are sand dunes, barchans and loess. First one, sand dune. In the desert, during sandstorm, wind carries load of sand. When the speed of wind decreases, the huge amount of sand gets deposited. These are like hill shape. These mounds or hills of sand are called sand dunes. There are different types of sand dunes. Next one, the barchan. Barchans are isolated, crescent-shaped, shifting sand dunes. They have gentle slopes on the windward side and steep slope on the leeward side. So windward side means wind blowing side, leeward side means opposite side of windward. Next one, the transverse dunes. Transverse dunes are asymmetrical in shape. Asymmetrical means two sides that are not the same in size or same in shape. They are formed by alternate slow and fast wind that blow from the same direction. Longitudinal dunes. Longitudinal dunes are long, narrow ridges of sand which extend in the direction parallel to the prevailing winds. So these dunes are called as safe in Sahara Desert. That is, longitudinal dunes are called safe in Sahara Desert. Next one, the loess. The term loess refers to the deposit of fine silt and porous sand over a vast region. Extensive loess deposits are found in northern and western China, the pampas of Argentina, Ukraine, and the Mississippi Valley of United States. The thickest known deposit of loess is 335 meter, found in the Loess Plateau in China. Next one is the waves. A steady up and down movement of surface water are called waves. Sea waves are the most powerful agents of gradation. Their erosional and transportational and depositional process are confined to a very narrow belt along the coastal areas. Erosional landforms of waves. Some of the erosional landforms of sea waves are sea cliff, sea cave, arch, stack, beach, bar, and spit, and wave cut platform. First one, sea cliffs. Sea cliffs are steep rock faces formed when the sea waves dash against them. The rocks get eroded to form steep vertical walls. Second one, the sea cave. Prolonged wave attack on the base of cliff erodes the rock materials, which result in the formation of sea caves. Because the base of the cliff erodes the rock material, so it forms the sea caves. Next one, the sea arch. When two caves approach one another from either the side of headland and unite, they form an arch. This is called sea arch. For example, Nail Island, Andaman and Nicobar Island. The fourth one is sea stack. Further erosion by sea waves ultimately leads to the total collapse of the arch. The seaward portion of headland will remain as a pillar of rock known as stack. For example, the Old Man of Hoy in Scotland. Next one, the wave cut platform. Flat surface found at the foot of sea cliffs are called as wave cut platforms. Wave cut platform is also referred to as wave cut benches terrace. These are the major erosional landform of waves: sea cliff, sea cave, sea arch, sea stack, wave cut platforms. Next, depositional landform of waves. The major depositional landform of waves are beach, bar, spit. First one, the beach. Sand and gravel are moved and deposited by waves along the seashore to form the beaches. This is the most dominant and constructive work of sea. For example, the Juhu beach along Mumbai coast, Puri beach in Odisha, and Marina beach in Chennai. Second depositional landform, bar. A bar is an elongated deposit of sand, shingle or mud found in the sea, almost parallel to the shoreline. It is formed parallel to the shoreline. So it is an elongated deposit of sand formed near the sea. Next one is the spit. A spit is a ridge or embankment of sediment attached to the land on one end and terminating in open water on the other end. Spits are common at the mouth of estuaries. For example, the Kakinada spit. So, spit is a ridge or embankment of sediment which was attached to the land. So, these are the major depositional landforms of waves. Children, we have discussed in this class wind erosion, wind deposition, wave erosion, wave deposition, landforms. We will see the next class. Thank you, children.